Hey everyone, welcome back. You know how much we love digging into the strange corners of history here? So today, we're going deep on something you might think you know, but I bet you don't. The presidential turkey pardon.
Yeah, everyone sees the president on TV pardoning the turkey each Thanksgiving, but most people don't know anything about how that got started.
Right. And where do raccoons fit into all this?
Well, that's the fun part. We're going to be talking about presidential pets, too, specifically Calvin Coolidge and his raccoon, Rebecca.
Oh, I did not see that coming. Okay, so the turkey pardon, pretty iconic Thanksgiving tradition, right?
Yeah.
The president spares a turkey, big ceremony. Everyone eats turkey afterward.
It is pretty ingrained in the whole Thanksgiving thing these days, though the origins are a bit murky, really.
Murky how? Like, we don't know when it started.
Well, a lot of folks point to Harry Truman, but he actually just got turkeys as gifts. He didn't really formally pardon them or anything.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So who started the whole official pardoning thing?
It was George H.W. Bush. In 1989, he made it an annual tradition.
1989. End of the Cold War, right? That's an interesting time for this to start.
Maybe there's something to that. Projecting a certain image, strength and compassion on the world stage with everything changing. Or maybe it was just a fun thing, who knows? But the timing is interesting, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the turkey pardon. But now, we're bringing raccoons into the mix. What's the deal with this raccoon and Coolidge?
So picture this, 1926, Calvin Coolidge. The silent Cal, they called him, super serious, didn't talk much, and he gets this live raccoon sent to him for Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
Well, instead of eating it, he decides to keep it as a pet, names her Rebecca.
Hold on. Serious. Quiet Coolidge had a raccoon as a pet. That's pretty wild. Hard to picture.
Totally. And get this, they made her a custom collar.
No way.
Yeah, with Rebecca Raccoon of the White House engraved on it.
Oh, come on. That's fantastic.
Right, and they used to walk her on the White House grounds on a leash.
A raccoon on a leash at the White House.
Yeah.
I could just imagine the newspaper headlines back then.
Oh, I bet. Speaking of gifts, you ever wonder about that whole thing, people giving animals to presidents?
Now that you mention it, yeah. Seems like a weird flex, right? Look what I can give you, Mr. President.
I know. Coolidge got a ton of animals, like a donkey, a bobcat, a pygmy hippo, even lion cubs.
Ooh, like a whole zoo.
Basically. So back to Rebecca. I think Coolidge was making some kind of statement by sparing her, like a pre-turkey pardon thing.
Maybe. It is interesting. Both are kind of about mercy, right? Sparing an animal. Makes you wonder what was going through their heads when they decided to do it, right? Was it personal or was there something more to it?
It's hard to know for sure, but it's something to think about.
Absolutely. So for everyone listening, think about this. We focus so much on presidents and, their policies. But what about their pets? What do their choices about pets tell us? Could those seemingly small decisions have actually affected how people saw them?
That's a great question. Like Coolidge and the raccoon, maybe that made him seem less, serious, even if he didn't mean it to.
Exactly. So here's something to chew on. Think about other presidential pets throughout history. Could they have had some kind of influence, even in a small way? Maybe those little details we overlook tell a much bigger story.
I like that.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. See you next time.
See ya.